It's time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Thursday, January the 16th, 2020. Brought to you today by the First Bake along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Funeral service for Eloise Baca Cano, 76 of Muleshoe, is set for 11 o'clock Friday morning, January the 17th, at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church, with Father Mercado of Muleshoe officiating. Rosary will be 6 o'clock this evening, Thursday, January the 16th, at the Ellis Funeral Home Chapel. Eloise died on Tuesday, January the 14th, in Lubbock. She was born December the 5th, 1943, in Parral, Chihuahua, Mexico, to Alberto and Englantina Olivas Baca. She married Arturo Cano in Chihuahua, Mexico, on June the 7th, 1970. Eloise was a homemaker. She is preceded in death by her parents and a sister, Montserrat Baca. Eloise is survived by her husband, Arturo, a son, Arturo Cano Jr. of Portales, her three daughters, Hazel Cano of Skickatuck, Oklahoma, Nancy Oliveris, and her husband, Guadalupe Jr. of Humble, Alma Cano of Tucson, Arizona, and five sisters, Avila Baca of Arlanta, Sofia Terrazas of Chihuahua, Mexico, Maria Baca of Los Angeles, California, Aurelia Baca of Chihuahua, and Yolanda Loya of Chihuahua. Her three brothers, Ismael Baca, also survive her. Ismael is from Chihuahua, Mexico, Cesario Baca of Aurora, Colorado, and Leonardo Baca of Mexico. 14 grandchildren and one great-grandchild. Condolences may be made online at ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating, funeral service for Eloise Baca Cano, 76 of Muleshoe, is set for 11 o'clock Friday morning, January the 17th, at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church, with Father Mercado officiating. Rosary will be 6 o'clock this evening, Thursday, January the 16th, at the Ellis Funeral Home Chapel. Please keep the Cano family on your prayer list today. Leon Warren, 84, former longtime resident of Muleshoe, died on January the 7th this year in Arlington. He worked at Western 66 for 50 years for Joe King. In fact, he continued to work until he retired when he was 80. He is survived by a daughter, Kay Smith of Altus, Oklahoma, and two sons, Brad Warren of Fort Worth, Lawtondale Warren of Altus, Oklahoma. He has three sisters that survive him, Shirley Fisher of Sudan, Alice May and May Evans, both of Amherst, a granddaughter whom he raised, Taylor Murphy of Arlington, and a stepdaughter, Sherry Ellard Garcia of Arlington. He has 9 grandchildren and 15 great-grandchildren that survive him. Leon Warren was born in Wichita County in 1935 to F.O. and Sylvia Warren, who later moved to Needmore. He went to school at Circleback and was preceded in death by his parents. His wife, Carol, who just died December the 20th, also preceded him in death. His son, Mark Warren, 3 sisters, and a brother. There was a joint service for both Leon and Carol Warren that was held last weekend on Saturday, January the 11th, in Keller. Carol Warren, his wife, 76, moved to Muleshoe and met and married Leon July the 23rd, 1976. She worked as a LVN until her granddaughter was born. She was an avid reader and loved to take trips to the local library. She also loved gardening, and she was born in Curtis, Nebraska, to Charles and Lucille Brandt. She graduated from Bridgeport High School. She was born on July the 13th, 1943. Donations in memory of the couple can be sent to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. Please keep both the families of Leon and Carol Warren on your prayer list today, as he died January the 7th in Arlington, and she died back in December. Graveside service for Billy Ruth Tucker, 84, of Muleshoe, was held this past weekend, Saturday, January the 11th, at the Wheeler Cemetery in Wheeler, Texas, with Don Martin and Norman Jones officiating. Ruth died on Monday, January the 6th, in Henderson, Texas. She was born June the 4th, 1935, in Wheeler to Lee and Polly Morris, and married Teddy Tucker in Pampa on September the 2nd, 1956. In 1944, Ruth moved with her family from Wheeler to Mobeetie, Texas, where she graduated from high school in 1954. She won many awards for basketball in high school and went on to play in one of the first semi-professional women's leagues, the Dalles Dolls in Amarillo. After marrying Teddy, she worked for the First National Bank in Pampa from 1956 until 1962. Teddy and Ruth moved to Friona in 1962, raising her kids until she returned to the workforce full-time at High Pro Feeds and Animal Health from 1971 until 2001. In 1982, Ruth was recognized as the most courteous employee by the Friona Chamber of Commerce. After retirement, she moved to Wheeler, where she and Teddy enjoyed the country life, raising cattle and having a large garden. She moved to Muleshoe in 2014. Ruth enjoyed sports, especially watching her children and grandchildren play, sewing, gardening, and traveling. Ruth was a lifetime member of the VFW Women's Auxiliary in the Muleshoe Primitive Baptist Church. She loved the Lord, her church, her family, and friends. Ruth is preceded in death by her husband Teddy, her parents, her two sisters, Faye Morris and Opal Henderson. Ruth is survived by her son, Mark Tucker, and his wife, Irene of Muleshoe, her daughter, Alicia Martin, and her husband, Jason of Henderson, 7 grandchildren, Mike Tucker and his wife, Megan of Muleshoe, Stephen Tucker of Tahoka, Shelby Martin of Henderson, Dylan Martin of Henderson as well, Pam Smith of Spring, Texas, Becky Brooks of Dickinson, Carly Dampier of McLean, her 6 great-grandchildren, Riley, Maddox, Reagan, Gunner, River, Asher, and her special friends, Donita Martin, Laura Coffey, and Charla Cheshire. Ruth said to her family, "I love you dearly. I hope you miss me, but grieve not for me. I am in God's hands and not suffering. God bless you all and see you in heaven, where we will have front row seats to women's college championship basketball." The family suggests memorials be sent to the Muleshoe Senior Citizen Center, P.O. Box 292, Muleshoe, Texas, 79347, or the Mobeetie School Reunion Fund. Online condolences can be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. Please keep the family of Billy Ruth Tucker on your prayer list today. Well, we didn't film the Muleshoe City Council meeting that was held on Monday, as there was only one real item on the agenda, a closed executive session about personnel. But out of that closed session came the announcement that the Muleshoe City Council had hired to be the next city manager, Ramon Sanchez, for the city of Muleshoe. This will take place whenever Leanne Gallman retires, May the 1st of this year. Ramon was employed by the city of Muleshoe in September of 1988 and has served as the Public Works Director since September of 1997. Ramon was born and raised in Muleshoe, graduating from Muleshoe High School in 1983. He is a certified public manager through Texas State University. Ramon and his wife Noemi, who works at the administration office at the school, they have 2 sons, Xavier and his wife Stephanie, and Christian, and a grandson, Paul. So congratulations to all of them and to Ramon, as he will become the next city manager for the city of Muleshoe, and we're excited about that, and sure he will do a great job. Of course, we hate that Leanne is retiring, but wish her the best in her retirement, and that switch will take place May the 1st of this year. You can see Ramon and his wife, his pretty wife Noemi, pictured on our TV screen here on the Muletrain as well, on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. So good luck to Ramon as he will take over as the city manager, and good luck to Leanne as she will retire in May. The Board of Trustees of the Muleshoe Independent School District will meet at noon today on Thursday, January the 16th at the School Administration Office, 514 West Avenue G. Among items on the agenda, they'll have opening ceremonies, discuss Purdue Brandon appraisal audit, and then discuss personnel issues. That's all going on at noon today, Thursday, January 16th, at the School Administration Office, 514 West Avenue G. So we'll see what happens of that meeting. The Board of Directors of the Muleshoe Hospital District will also have a big meeting this evening on Thursday, January 16th at 6 p.m. in the dining room of the Muleshoe Medical Center, 708 South 1st Street. They will call to order, have an open forum, approve minutes of previous meetings, consider election contract with the City of Muleshoe, order general election to be held May 2nd for the election of board members. We'll talk more about that here in a few minutes. Look at financial and statistical reports, approve, discuss BKD 2017 draft, approve and discuss a proposed bond proceedings. Then they will have Muleshoe Area Hospital District insurance renewal, have an administrative report on the fourth quarter financials of the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, go into an executive session, then have action regarding executive session, and then they will adjourn. That's all going on this evening at 6 p.m. Thursday, January the 16th in the dining room of the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 708 South 1st Street here in town. A memorial service for Gregory Stephen Moten, 51 of Lubbock, will be held on Saturday, January the 18th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Muleshoe Heritage Center here in town. Greg requested that his friends and family take turns sharing stories about him and how he made them laugh. He wanted this to be a time of celebration and memories. He was a graduate of Muleshoe High School in the class of 1987. Flowers can be sent on Friday, January 17th to 1516 South Avenue G in Portales, New Mexico, 88130, and they will make sure that they get to the family, or the family asks that you make a donation to cancer research, as this was very dear to Greg's heart since losing his wife, Shelley, to cancer. And repeating memorial service for Greg Moten, 51 of Lubbock, will be held Saturday, January the 18th at 1 p.m. here in the Muleshoe Heritage Center. Greg was a member of the Muleshoe High School class of 1987. Please keep the Moten family and all of his friends on your prayer list today. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned. Take control of your First Bank of Muleshoe debit card right from your smartphone with the My Mobile Money app. It's customizable card monitoring and controls that help you manage your accounts. With My Mobile Money app, you can set interactive controls to help monitor activity and prevent unauthorized use. You can turn your card on or off, set alerts, and deny transactions based on merchant or transaction type and location, monitor and control dependent cardholder usage, receive notifications of possible fraudulent transactions, and take action. Deposit checks through your phone. Download the My Mobile Money app now at the App Store or Google Play. For more information, you can also call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South 1st Street. The First Bank right here in Muleshoe, offering the My Mobile Money app. Available at the App Store or Google Play. Call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South 1st Street. The First Bank, member FDIC.
Leal's is the best Mexican food I've ever eaten in my life, and I've been alive for 10 years now. Hi, I'm Isla Reynolds, and I enjoy the phenomenal bean burritos, rice and beans and chips, and seasoning salt. I've been around and eaten lots of Mexican food in 10 years, and Leal's is the best, for sure, with the original being located at 1010 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas since 1957.
Well, in the coming weeks, the City of Muleshoe, the Muleshoe Independent School District, and the Muleshoe Area Hospital District will be ordering their general elections. Election Day will be Saturday, May the 2nd. All voting will take place at City Hall here in Muleshoe. The City of Muleshoe will be holding a general election to elect District 3 and 4 council members, currently held by Earl Behrens and Gary Parker. City of Muleshoe will have a special election to reauthorize the local sales and use tax to continue providing revenue for maintenance and repair of the municipal streets. The Muleshoe ISD School Board will elect District 2, 3, and District 5 board members, held by Curtis Preston, Jeff King, and Jesus Tovar. MISD will also have a special election to fill an unexpired term of an at-large position currently held by Kevin Morris. The Muleshoe Area Hospital District Board has 3 seats up for election. Board members for District 1 currently held by Gail Richardson, District 3 held by Landon Nichols, and District 5 held by Zona Gatewood. For those who wish to run for office, candidate packets are available for pickup from the City Secretary's office at City Hall. The first day to file for a place on the general election ballot is Wednesday, January the 15th, and the last day to file is Friday, February the 14th. The last day an individual may register to vote in the general election is Thursday, April the 2nd. Early voting for all elections will be held at City Hall, 215 South 1st Street from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m., beginning Monday, April the 20th, and ending Tuesday, April the 28th. Extended hours for early voting from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. will be held on Tuesday, April the 21st, and Tuesday, April the 28th. For more information, you can contact City Secretary Zana Carpenter, 806-272-4528, and thanks Zana so much for all this great information. Well, the Lady Mules have really bounced back after dropping their first 3 games in District 1 3A play, going on a 3-game winning streak since and bringing their district record to 3-3 as they defeated Dimmitt Tuesday night here at home, 54-27. Likewise, last week they beat Friona 50-18. And then River Road 60-35. So great job to Coach Kim Chafin and the Lady Mules, who are Grace Leal, Jordan Zapata, Danielle Moran, Genesis Vasquez, Anai Barrera, Kayla Soto, Kylie Villa, Natalie Ambrose, Araceli Diaz, Karina Sines, Anna Phillips, Kylie Hernandez, and assistant coaches are Cheyenne Metters, AJ Villanueva. The managers are April Rodriguez, Destiny Flores, Jocelyn Ramirez, and Caitlin Kelly. The Mules continue their losing streak in district action as they have dropped their first 4 games in 1-3A play. They fell Tuesday night here at the MHS Gym to Dimmitt 70-47. They lost last Friday to River Road 60-45, and then they dropped their first 2 games in district to Bushland and Spearman 85-46 and 70-51 respectively. All 4 of the JV and varsity basketball teams will be in action this Friday night, January the 17th, all the way up at Canadian in the Panhandle, with the JV boys and girls starting at 5 p.m., varsity girls at 6:15, varsity boys at 7:30. Good luck, and hope they have a safe trip on that long away game. Next week they will be in action on Tuesday, January the 21st, here at home against Tolia. So good luck to the Mules and Lady Mules as basketball district action continues here on the South Plains. Well, some more things going on up at high school as this Saturday the Hereford Speech and Debate Tournament will be held, so we'll have students at that, so good luck to them. Then the Texas Tech University Red Raider Classic Invitational Meet for UIL Academics, so good luck to the MHS students participating in that. Monday, January the 20th at 7:30 in the evening, the freshman Mules will be in action versus Tolia here at the MHS Gym, so good luck to them. Well, it's time for the weather forecast, but first a message from our sponsor, K&K Pharmacy. K&K Pharmacy right here in Muleshoe at 1411 West American Boulevard, where Christine K. or any of their helpful employees want to help you get rid of your weekly pill box. Find out how K&K Pharmacy can simplify your meds with the K-Pack Custom Medication Packaging Program, available now at 1411 West American Boulevard. Call them 806-272-7511. K-Pack Custom Medication Packaging, available now at K&K Pharmacy, where they can simplify your meds and get rid of your weekly pill box. Well, we've had several really nice days here in the Muleshoe area as our highs got into the upper 60s and lower 70s, although on Wednesday it got a little bit cooler with a high in the lower 60s. And our weather is really going to change today on Thursday. A chance of rain or freezing rain before noon today, then rain showers possible in the afternoon hours, high near only 35 degrees, so quite a bit colder today on Thursday. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 80% during the morning and afternoon. Little or no ice accumulation is expected. Showers likely Thursday night, cloudy with a low around 28. East winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming south-southwest after midnight. chance of precipitation Thursday night is 70%. So if you're out and about or having to travel to another location in the area, make sure to slow down, leave a lot of extra space between you and the car in front of you, as we will have rainy and a little bit icy conditions here for Thursday. Friday, cloudy through the mid-morning, then gradually clearing. It will warm all the way up to near 63 before the day's over with. South-southwest winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour. Then Friday night, clear with the low around 24. West winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour, becoming north after midnight Friday night. Sunny, high near 53 for Saturday to kick off the weekend, so a tad bit cooler. North winds around 10 miles per hour, becoming southeast in the afternoon. Mostly clear Saturday night, low around 24. Partly sunny on Sunday, high near 50 degrees. Sunday night, mostly cloudy, low around 24. On Monday, Martin Luther King Day, mostly sunny, high near 50 degrees. Monday night, partly cloudy, low around 23. Then Tuesday, a slight chance of rain comes back into the forecast, partly sunny, high near 46. And repeating, chance of precipitation today on Thursday during the morning and afternoon hours is 80% a chance of rain or freezing rain before noon, then rain showers in the afternoon. High only around 35 degrees today. Then rain chances 70% tonight on Thursday night. Showers likely. Cloudy with low around 28 degrees. So be careful if you're out there traveling and driving around in town even, and slow down on wet roads. A&K Pharmacy has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned. Since 1925, AIM Bank is proud to be one of the largest locally owned and operated banks in West Texas. Our expert bankers have an in-depth understanding of the local economy, and we are proud to provide our customers with quick local loan decisions. At AIM Bank, we know that strong local partnerships are crucial for growth and success. Investing in you has been our focus from day one. We provide the latest in technology for your online and mobile banking with features like mobile check deposit. At AIM Bank, we care about your accounts as much as you do, so we pride ourselves on real personal attention because we are also your neighbor. We invite you to come in and experience the real personal attention AIM Bank has to offer. We want to know you because we live, work, and raise our families right here in Muleshoe too. AIM Bank is committed to making a difference in the communities we serve. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Help us welcome to Muleshoe Dr. Kenneth Burke. Kenneth Burke, DO, is now practicing full-time in the medical clinic of Muleshoe and is ready to see patients. For an appointment, call today, 806-272-7544. Dr. Burke was born in De Leon, Texas, and went through Corpus Christi and Lubbock on his path to Muleshoe for his undergraduate training. And then in the U.S. Navy, he was responsible for mobilization and security of the medical and chaplain team. Shawnee, Georgia for medical school, and then Jersey City, New Jersey for his medical internship and family practice residency. Welcome to Muleshoe, Dr. Burke. He's purchased a home here and ready to make Muleshoe home again. For an appointment, call the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, 806-272-7544. Help us welcome Kenneth Burke, DO, to Muleshoe. Well, the 2020 Bailey County Junior Livestock Show is set for Friday, January the 24th, next week at the Bailey County Coliseum. The shows will be in this order. They'll begin the morning with rabbits, then pigs, sheep, goats, beef cattle, and then dairy cattle. Then on Saturday, January the 25th, at noon, they will start a premium sale there at the Bailey County Coliseum. So go out and support our local youth that will be showing in the Bailey County Livestock Show on January the 24th. Then look on our MuleshoeTV.com website and our Facebook pages, along with our YouTube channel, Gilliam Advertising, and Twitter, as we'll have our broadcast of all of the big winners from Friday night. We'll have that up on Saturday, January the 25th. We'll have the grand champion and reserve champions of each of the shows and the showmanship award winners in each class, along with the winner of the Jimmy Dell Black Showmanship Award. So look for that coming up all next week here at muleshoetv.com. The Bailey County Senior Center announced their sponsors of the week, and it is Hereford Feed Ingredients, David and Liz Tips. This is Carolyn Johnson, the director of the Senior Center Riding. First and foremost, we want to thank two people who have chosen to be our sponsor of the week for our Senior Center. They are two people who are always busy, who are champions in every event they undertake, and who truly are gifts from God as they daily strive to make our community a better place for all. Yes, our sponsors of the week are two extraordinary people, David and Liz Tips. David and Liz met as students at West Texas State University in the 70s. To this day, they are still Eagles fans, the band, not the football team. Gil Reynolds, a good friend of the Tips, told me that he loved to go into their office because they always have classic rock playing in the background. David and Liz moved to Muleshoe on October the 1st, 1987. At the time, Liz was a registered nurse working for the well-known oncologist Dr. David Close out of Lubbock. The move happened because David was selected agency manager for Farm Bureau Insurance. David and Liz were not sure that Muleshoe would be their definite home, but the longer they stayed in Muleshoe, the longer they wanted to stay. 32 years later, they're still here. David and Liz have three daughters, Megan, Hillary, and Kelsey. They, too, seem to love Muleshoe, the Muleshoe community, as they were active in the First United Methodist Church, and they thoroughly enjoyed the Muleshoe School District. David and Liz both agreed that this was a great community in which to raise their children, and all three of the girls came out with a good education. Megan, the oldest daughter, now lives in Minnesota. She graduated from MHS as a valedictorian of her class. She and her husband, John, have a son named Ivan. Megan graduated with a Ph.D. in neurobiology. Hillary, the middle child, is married to Dan, and they have a daughter named Riley. Hillary is a real estate agent for Ebby Holiday in the Dallas real estate market. Kelsey, the youngest of the girls, was also valedictorian of her Muleshoe graduating class. She married to Graham and works as a deputy district attorney in Colorado Springs, Colorado. All three girls were Rotary sweethearts. The entire Tips family has been active in this community and have lived their life in service to others. David is an active member of the Rotary Club, serving as the past president. He has also served on the Muleshoe Independent School District School Board for many years. He has held many positions with the First United Methodist Church, from video operator to president of the Finance Committee. David has been on the board of directors for the Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce. He is a Paul Harris Fellow and works tirelessly with the Rotary Flag Program and Annual Rodeo. In 2004, he was named the Man of the Year by the Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce. In 2015, he was named Mr. Valentine on Channel 6. David was also very active in the Athletic Booster Club. There he served as treasurer. Liz has contributed as well to our community. She, like David, is most philanthropic. They both are always willing to help out those who need a boost in life. Liz has been active at the First United Methodist Church here in Muleshoe. There she has served in many capacities, including liturgist, communion chairman, and many other places in the church. She was very active in getting the South Plains College extension courses here in Muleshoe. She has volunteered to participate in the CASA program, Meals on Wheels, the Girl Scouts organization, served as on the Child Welfare Board. She served as a school nurse for MISD for 15 years. Liz also works every summer as the nurse at Camp Honey Creek. She has also taught nursing classes at Clovis Community College. Both Liz and David are supporters of the local food bank, volunteering there. Our board president, Royce Turner, told me, "I'm not surprised at all that Liz and David wanted to be a supporter of our center." He added, "I see them as first responders, meaning if there is ever a need in our community, they are always the first to help or contribute to the cause." David purchased Hereford Feed Ingredients in 1995 and still owns it today. When it comes to business, David has a gritty honesty that is admirable. He has the self-confidence and Christian faith that gives him the courage to stand firm in his convictions. I moved to Muleshoe just a year after the Tips moved here. I got to know them through our participation in the Methodist Church. It was an event at our church that showed me the strength and wisdom in them that I have seen many times afterwards. It was an Easter Sunday, and David was reading the scriptures of Christ's death at the cross. He read the passages with such conviction, everyone sat in quiet disbelief. The compassion he put into the reading touched everyone. We had all heard that story so many times, but we had not heard it as David told it. And at the end of the reading, there was not a dry eye in the church. I don't remember the message the preacher gave that day, but I'll always remember David's ability to share this story that touched everyone in attendance. David and Liz, we thank you for being our sponsors of the week at the Senior Center. You're truly a couple who take advantage of every opportunity to help others and to seize the moment. Our community of Muleshoe is better for it. And that was Carolyn Johnson, the director, writing about the Bailey County Senior Center sponsors of the week, Hereford Feed Ingredients, David and Liz Tips. Also going on at the Senior Center on Thursday, January the 16th today, they'll have their birthday party during the lunch hour, then play bingo this afternoon at 1 p.m. They'll have their Temple Builders workout group at 9 a.m. Friday morning, January 17th. Then during the lunch hour, Ann Johnson will be entertaining on the piano, so that will be a great treat for those in attendance. Temple Builders will be in action again Monday morning, January 20th at 9 a.m. Then at 1 p.m. on Tuesday, January the 21st, they'll be writing letters to the troops, so everyone's encouraged to come at 1 p.m. to the Senior Center, Main and Avenue D. Temple Builders again at 9 a.m. on Wednesday morning, January 22nd. Then they'll play Loteria at 1 p.m. Wednesday afternoon. The next Thursday, they'll play bingo again, January the 23rd at 1 p.m. So that's what's all going on at the Senior Center this coming week. Of course, they serve lunch beginning at 11:30 at the Senior Center every day, Monday through Friday. The St. Anne's Catholic Church in Bovina will hold their annual German sausage dinner Sunday, January 26th from 11:30 in the morning until 2 Texas time at St. Anne's Parish Hall on 3rd Street in Bovina. They'll be serving homemade German sausage, creamed potatoes and gravy, green beans, homemade sauerkraut, cranberry sauce, relish plate, homemade bread, homemade desserts, tea or coffee. It's $12 for adults, $6 for children. Under 6 takeout plates will be available, and sausage will be available to purchase the day of the dinner. And again, that's at St. Anne's Catholic Church, their annual German sausage dinner Sunday, January 26, 11:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. at 3rd Street at their parish hall in Bovina, Texas. Everyone is welcome. Make sure to listen on our website, muleshoetv.com, as we announce Friday our new sweethearts. As on Friday, January the 10th, Doroteo and Maria Barone celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary, and congratulations to them. And they are very prosperous, and it's quite a Muleshoe love story, so make sure to go and listen to it. Our sweethearts, Doroteo and Maria Barone, happy 50th wedding anniversary. On our bargain basement today, we have for sale an ice box. It's a Kenwood brand. Also a Whirlpool gas stove. A bedroom set for sale as well. It's in good condition with a dresser and 2 nightstands. Call Teresa Haywood, 575-760-0473, or go by 214 West 20th Street. That's for sale. An ice box, Whirlpool gas stove, bedroom set. Call Teresa Haywood, 575-760-0473, or go by 214 West 20th Street here in Muleshoe. Well, we recently received a very nice long letter from Floyd Gafford of Amarillo, reminiscing about his time that he and his wife, Betty, lived here in Muleshoe. He was hired in 1971 as a butcher at Piggly Wiggly grocery store, and he had a lot of really fun and good things to say about Muleshoe, reminiscing about his years here. He says that he and his wife are now doing fine. He's 85 years old. Betty is 83. Thank God that his health is still good, he says here. They have a nice home in Southwest Amarillo. Their children are all doing well. Their oldest son has 2 Papa Murphy pizza stores in Amarillo. The middle son lives in Washington State and is a truck driver with the same company for over 25 years. And their youngest son works on the computers for an ethanol plant in Hereford. He retired from Furr's Food as a meat supervisor with stores in Pampa, Amarillo, Vernon, Wichita Falls, Abilene, and San Angelo being under his supervision. Then he went on, after retiring from Furr's, to work for Albertsons in Pampa and retired from them as well. So it was good reading about Floyd Gafford's memories of Muleshoe, and he remembered it so fondly as he was here with Piggly Wiggly back in the 1970s. Well, we covered last week the Bailey County Republican Party meeting that featured Speaker Lieutenant Colonel retired Alan West, who is a candidate for the Texas Republican Party state chairmanship. And you can find that on our front page, muleshoetv.com, that meeting in its entirety. Also, they introduced all of the local Bailey County Republican elected officials and candidates, and the chairman of the Bailey County Republican Party, Carol Precure, does all that at the first of the video, so you might want to go and watch that to see all the elected officials and candidates being introduced along with Alan West's remarks. Well, on our prayer list today, please continue to remember the families of those first responders in Lubbock that lost their lives working a wreck in the area around I-27 and Drew Street Saturday morning, as there were two wrecks there nearby that morning, and then a third vehicle killed two first responders and critically injured another one. Remember, please, the family of 27-year-old Officer Nicholas Reyna. He served with the Lubbock Police Department for 1 year. Following the academy, he served on patrol during the day shift. Please keep the Reyna family on your prayer list. And remember the family of 39-year-old Lieutenant Paramedic Eric Hill, served with the Lubbock Fire Rescue for 10 years. Eric had been promoted to lieutenant July 2019 and was stationed at Fire Station 10B. Injured and still in the hospital and in stable condition is 30-year-old firefighter paramedic Matt Dawson. He's been with the Lubbock Fire Department for 5 years. Matt Dawson is stationed at Fire Station 2A. And, of course, we had weather and light snow Friday night into Saturday morning. So that's a good reminder as weather moves in today on Thursday. Slow down and be aware of what's around you and upcoming wrecks, as first responders are always working those wrecks. Slow down and stop if necessary. On your prayer list today as well, please remember Becky Hawksbergen, who is fighting cancer, Ray Precure, who recently had surgery for cancer. Remember Judy Lambert, who's in Crown Point. Remember Royce Turner, who's recently been sick. Stanley and Patricia Wilson, they need to remain on your prayer list today. Jeff Kaufman, who's been sick recently. Marilyn Cox needs to be on your prayer list today. Robert Hooten. Remember Ronnie Dent, always, and Eddie and Gail Morris. Keep Matthew Alicon, who on your prayer list today. Patty Kent, who is now at home, we're glad to report. Remember Butch and Judy Cox. Sally Ellis. Remember Maureen Hooten as well. Buck and Lynn Campbell. Kearney Scoggins. Mary Nell Bleeker. Marjorie Morgan. Debbie Trider. Tom Carter, who's recently had surgery on his knee. Please keep Tom, the pastor at the First United Methodist Church, on your prayer list today. Gladys Black. Deke Kendrick, the mother of Sally Messenger. Walter Marie Boness. Remember Molly Anthony. Remember all the residents at the Parkview Nursing Care Center. Wanda Cockerham. Remember Randy Smith of Lasbuddy. And keep Sandy Turner on your prayer list today as well. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bake along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our Muletrain News programs free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. We'll hear about Marathon's Gage Hotel in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
The Gage Hotel in Marathon has become a destination for tourists traveling to the Big Bend area.
You know, I think we have kind of made a name for ourselves as a really special place for people to come stay. Very intimate boutique hotel. Right now, we have 48 rooms on property, so that really limits the amount of guests you have, which makes the whole experience a little more intimate and a little more welcoming. Our staff is super friendly, on top of the fact that our rooms are immaculately furnished.
Devin Pierce of the Gage says the hotel was built 92 years ago.
Mr. Gage was a rancher in this area, and he owned some large areas of land between here and Big Bend National Park, and he needed a place for his guests to stay when they came to visit. And so he worked with Trost & Trost architect firm out of El Paso, and they have created some really spectacular buildings between here and there. And so he commissioned them to build a hotel for him, and then we were constructed in 1927.
The hotel was renovated in the late 70s. A wing of new rooms, separate from the original building, was added, along landscaped paths and patios.
And then we've purchased a couple of small properties around the town of Marathon that are also ours.
They bought one of the earliest homes in Marathon, built by Captain Albion Shepherd, an early settler.
That house has 7 rooms total. 5 are in the main house, and then 2 suites that are in the original carriage house. Those can be rented room by room, or they can be rented as a whole, and it's a really beautiful property.
Captain Shepherd named the town.
He said that the surrounding mountains reminded him of Marathon, Greece, and so that's how we got our name.
Devin says the hotel offers a relaxing atmosphere.
We really want people to step away from their phones, from TV, from the internet, which is why most of our rooms do not have TVs or telephones in them. Now, there is Wi-Fi access through property, but we really want people to step away from those things and really unwind and relax while they're here with us and kind of get back to nature, get to spend some time out on those patios. It is a really spectacular spot to spend some time.
Devin Pierce of the Gage in Marathon. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.